in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how the defense can do on this upcoming drive. Throwing right away, here's Locke. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Locke going to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a...
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just...
And oh, right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. They'll start. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt, but for...
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. On first down, Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Room past the 35.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Straight in.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. But I believe the Giants got this back and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Singletary loses it.
And this is picked up by the Saint. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to take over right there at the 20. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive.
Tracy getting...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Clock now on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Colin Saunders in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Block now to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries, 54 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to take over right there. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And you look at this Saints defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example.
So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the... And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean... Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And this is showing faith in a running back who just lost a fumble a minute ago that was returned for a touchdown. Now, some coaches might let him think about on the bench for a bit, but he's right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
And this will be a Giants 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Locke.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Powers through. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the... So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Locks Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. And this is picked up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Returnable here from the 38. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Pulled in at the 24. Nice move at the 40. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Right back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the... And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a Saint touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Locke. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been...
Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action. They'll start on the and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
So they've got the football, and they'll start. So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. He's at it again, Charles, he had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass.
Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Locke.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Locke to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Locke.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is taken at about the 14. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But
and oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they get more.
All right, this defense back out there with the lead and also with a shutout intact as they look to finish this off in the 4th quarter. Locke now on 1st down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Back to throw. Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Take it at the 37. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up
Today, from the Caesar...
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we end up...
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 34. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive.
On first down, here's Daniels to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's going the other way. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive.
Daniels now to throw on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver.
And it's second down.
You look at this Saints defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL to get
that one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Second down and a run by...
And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
And he is not going anywhere. The pursuit excellent as they bring him down hard behind the line. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. To throw is Daniels.
Nowhere to go here. He lost across the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And good field position coming up here. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive.
Daniels now on 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And that one going to come up short, low throw. And you look at the Saints defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum. This is how you have your defense rounding.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, no surprise. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception, Daniels.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd down, Daniels.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Escaping the bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Now a 2nd down throw for Daniels.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Colin Saunders in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Touchdown, New Orleans. He returns the punt 61 yards.
And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he fields it cleanly. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 21 yards. Well, the Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to...
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a safe touchdown. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Here's Daniels.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a safe touchdown. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do.
A first down throw for Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Daniels to the air again on 2nd down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he spins through, escapes the defender. A great return there of 22 yards. And time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Daniels looking to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Daniels. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Taken at the goal line.
And they can't bring him down.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson stays on his feet, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Robinson gets the toss on the...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 6. Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action.
They go play action. Daniels.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. He goes 57 yards on the punt return.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
To the air goes Daniels.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33. Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action. They begin the drive with Robinson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He'll look to set up his blockers. Oh, a nice spin. And just shedding him off there.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him as it is. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Daniels. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. All right, this defense back out there with the lead, and also they look to finish this off in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Daniels, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And great field position coming up in the red.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you force turnovers.
Tonight, from Lambeau.
First carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
When you look at this Saints defense,
it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Sheds off the tackle. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right now. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
You know I love football.
Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Shoves him aside. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum, because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Love now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Yeah, they'll have great field position here as we are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive.
And they'll send Watson in motion right.
And he lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Daniel Whelan now.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player,
you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Love looking to throw it.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 4th down, Love, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd down, Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice spin into some open field. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Powering his way forward, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
On 3rd down, Love. That's good. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field. Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action. 1st down, going to the air with Love.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Love. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. Lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And that will be incomplete as well. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's pulled in at the 32. Spinning. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Love. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Ready, break.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome score. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Dashing through the snow. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense about set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And shutting him off, now open field. There he goes, right side. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Love. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lot.
He's got a man, complete. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this